your spokesperson? Do you have a spokesperson or are you all?
Well, I'm the singer. My name is Chad, and we are Escape, the Journey Tribute Band.
Right.
You can find us escapetribute.com.
All right, tell me your name, sir.
I'm Jeff Ellis, and I'm the lead guitarist for Escape, and I'm born and raised Southern California boy.
My name is Gary Ponder. I'm born and raised in Michigan, Detroit area, but now I live in Los Angeles, and I've been working with these fine gentlemen for quite some time and very happy and love Journey.
I am JP Michaels, originally grew up in Connecticut, lived in Minnesota for 2 years, lived in California for 10 years. Now I reside in Las Vegas, and I'm
last but not least.
Stu Simone. I'm from Los Angeles. I actually grew up as a little baby on the Sunset Strip. My parents lived right above the Whiskey, so it's pretty cool. Been there my whole life. And
Okay, tell us how you got together. Did you just pick them out, like, here, come on, play?
Well, so Stu, the gentleman you just spoke to, he actually started this. And then Gary, our drummer, came along shortly after him. Escape had a few singers before me. There was some trouble, and I came in to relieve pitch one night, and they asked me to come back, and I formally joined the band. So I'm the third in line. We needed more singers in this band. Journey is a singing band, okay? I thought it would be phenomenal. I had heard Jeff play his Les Paul guitar before in another band, and I thought, man, you know, his wife even approached me and said, you know, Jeff's been wanting to do Journey for
Yeah, we were actually opening up for his band at the time.
Oh,
They got to talking in the audience. I was the opening act, and my wife had said, "Hey, Chad, if you guys ever need a sub guitar player, my husband plays Neil Sean to the T. And if you ever need it, and then, what was it? I think 2 or 3 weeks later, I got the phone call.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of weird how it happened, but it was fate, I guess. Been here 5 years ever since.
We needed more to solidify the vocals, and Ross Valerie of Journey had a very specific, peculiar kind of bass style, and our past bass player just wasn't willing, I don't think, to do it. I think he was capable of it, but I didn't think he wanted to do it. It was a different style of a player. So we needed JP for a couple Arizona gigs 2-3 years ago. He filled in nicely. He came in with like 2 days notice, okay, and tore it up for us. I mean, made us proud, right?
And he met us at the gig, so he drove to Arizona, and we're like, hey, nice to meet you. Okay, we're playing in like 10 minutes, right? You know, like,
so he made quite a lasting impression on us. When we had a gap in our gigs and time to make a change, I thought,
thanks, COVID.
There wouldn't be anyone else that I would want to bring in than JP, and he has done better than I had ever expected he would.
And I'm very flattered because these guys are all top notch. And the thing that really makes this band unique, especially with Journey aficionados, is some people will run backup vocal tracks, even to the point where they'll run lead and backup vocal tracks, some of the keyboard parts. There are no backing tracks to this band. Everything that you hear coming out of those speakers is performed by everyone here. It's done, just like the real band.
There's no machinery involved. It's pure organic music. If you were to pull up a video of Journey in 1980, 81, they worked with what they had. They worked on their bodies to make amazing music, okay? They didn't rely on all of these gizmos and these things that a lot of newer bands are using as a crutch, I feel. So we go out there and we perform this stuff real, straight up organic Journey style.
and that's what makes it so great. I mean, that's what, you know, a lot of the really younger people don't understand, because they just hear music coming out of the speaker and they don't understand the difference between, you know, doing it on a computer and programming it and then hitting play and it plays for you, and actually practicing and learning your instrument and then getting together with a band, and then the band all practices, and then we work together and try to blend and do all these things that, well, it's lost on a lot of people. So we really work hard to do it the old-fashioned way and do, you know, real Journey rock and roll the way Journey did it, you know.
2 questions. First question is, how long have you been together, minus COVID-19? I mean, you're probably able to practice some together, so we're able to go out and perform much publicly, but... How long have you been?
I've personally been in the band 7 years.
Wow.
Jeff's been in 5. Okay. Gary, we're talking how many, man?
What, 24 years?
24 years.
24 years, and Stu like 25,
25.
Yeah.
Since February.
Yeah.
And actually, oddly enough, when Stu had started and I came into the picture, there wasn't an oversaturation of tribute bands. So we were doing really well. We were traveling along because the tribute had just started to arise, and we were right at that forefront, and then it really made a difference. And it still is a great run, but it was really amazing then, because now there's a lot of tribute things going on. But I will say, Escape really brings a big game, and that's it.
Yeah, they would travel nationally all the time, and it wasn't uncommon for them to go to Chicago or go to Fort Lauderdale and just skipping all over the country.
Utah,
they played everywhere, and on our website they said that, you know, we are musicians who played in literally every state in the United States, and so, you know, they hit this huge high pinnacle at that point when the tribute scene was just exploding at that point. The saturation came in. Now there's a multitude of other Journey bands and things like that. We try and keep it real, and people are starting to take notice now. So we're rising. We're like as high as we've ever been now. We live in Southern California, and we're out here in Fairmont, West Virginia right now. Gonna rock these people. It's gonna be amazing.
That's great.
Just this summer alone, we already played in Texas, and we're going to be here, of course, Arkansas, Ohio. We're coming out in
Oregon, Florida, Oregon,
yeah.
Santa Rosa.
I'm forgetting something.
We like wineries. Journey music seems to commingle, or what's the word? It just works well with like the winery scene. We do a lot of casinos right now, Indian casinos, Fantasy Springs. It was literally 106 degrees at 9:30 p.m. out in the desert near Palm Springs last Saturday night. It was hot, and I wore my jacket.
And it was packed.
He wears a tuxedo jacket.
I mean, the crowd, there was just an amazing crowd.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at that.
They party.
But it's a dry heat. It's a dry heat.
The wine came out.
Still. It's tough.
Well, tell me where you are going from now. You have gigs in Ohio, Oregon, Arkansas. So how long will you be on the road? Are you on the road now for the rest of the year?
We will be going home and then getting on a plane again to go to Little Rock, Arkansas next in a couple of weeks.
Hot Springs.
And we'll be driving down from Little Rock into Hot Springs, Arkansas. There's a showroom out there called The Vapors, because they've got a lot of hot springs in the area, and I guess it was apropos to call it the Hot Springs Showcase Room. A lot of very famous Motown bands, a lot of rock bands, gospel bands have entertained there, and we're very fortunate this year. They gave us a Friday and Saturday night.
Wow.
They haven't been open for 2 years because of COVID, and we get to open the place.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be amazing.
What an exciting venture for that.
It's a good time.
Good. Well, tell me some of the songs you do, and then you'll be doing singing for the people.
Okay. We like to open up with some big hits, of course. Okay. We are musicians, and we love some of the B-sides and some of the deeper cuts that Journey performed, right? So to entertain ourselves as well as entertain our fans, we like to get into the middle valley section of our set and do a couple songs that maybe aren't on the radio. So we would like start with Separate Ways. We would do Any Way You Want It, those kind of things. We want people like really excited, jumping up and down, really, having a good time right out of the gate. We get to play some cool songs that maybe they've heard before, okay, but haven't heard it in a long time. So that rings a bell. There's a lot of great memories with Journey songs. It brings back times when people they were in high school or college or cruising in their car. They had the music. He had their girlfriend, maybe they go to the Lookout Point and they got Faithfully playing on the radio, and just sweet moments, Anyway, we finish it off really strong, and and people got to get through some of these B-sides. We want to give like maybe a discography or a historical standpoint of what Journey was very capable of doing. It isn't just about Don't Stop Believin'. Although, if they stick around, they're going to be on their feet. That is the hit of all hits.
How many hits did they get? Did they get like this? Like one of the
They actually just reached on Spotify. It was about a month and a half ago. They were the first band to ever get 1 billion hits.
Yes,
really.
On Don't Stop Believin'.
Yes.
1 billion plays on Spotify.
Yeah.
Most downloaded song of all time.
Yes.
Don't Stop Believin'. And it's,
Really?
you know, they played it, you know, baseball games, football games, basketball games, you know, 4th of July, you know.
Especially in these times right now, people get down a little bit. They need that pep, that don't stop believing, man.
Yeah.
You got to keep pushing through no matter what's happening to you right now at this moment. Keep going, because things will get better.
Amen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to make it better for a lot of people. A lot of people come out here who are dejected, who have problems, and who are looking for relief and being rescued from the cancer. So
That's why we do what we do, you know. I mean, that's the best thing of all, you know, to be able to give that gift, you know. That's why we practice. So we're practicing and working hard so we can make people happy and get a smile on their face, you know, get them in a great mood and everything, you know. That's what it's all about.
Anything else you gentlemen would like to say? Share?
We're very fortunate to be here.
I think Avenue Stars and everybody for getting us out here, and the hospitality of everybody out here has been fantastic.
Yeah, amazing, amazing.
Everyone involved, the staff, everyone. I mean, even the
RMA.
sound guys, top notch. Everybody's just wonderful people, very top notch, very professional, very hospitable.
Other than the airlines.
Others.
Yeah, some snafus at the airport.
We get into that, but it's a wonderful experience, and we're gonna have a lot of fun playing.
I'd like to give special thanks to Rick Modesitt for talking to our booking agent, Adam Michaels. Apparently they've known each other for quite some time.
Yeah.
And they put this together behind the scenes. Adam is a great salesman for our band. And
he's been the golden nugget.
He has. Adam with Avenue of the Stars Entertainment, I don't know what we would do without him. We would still be playing kick-ass shows, okay?
He found us during COVID, right? At the end of last year.
That's right.
Yeah.
But to come out here, how many thousands of miles are we away from home right now? I mean, and some of our friends, you know, that are in other bands, they're still in lockdown in California. They can't do as much, you know? There's just so much paranoia going on with this stuff in the air and whatever, but we kind of cherry-picked certain states, Texas and Arkansas and West Virginia, the cool ones, right, that we're going to come out and have a good time with. So,
Thank you.
Here we are.
That's great. We're glad to have you. I know you'll make a name for West Virginia. We'll be glad to promote you.
Sweet.
A pleasure to be here.
Got you back.
Yeah.
I will tell